What's going on, Buffs Nation? Man, things have been wild and crazy when it comes to Colorado and what's going down. Just recently, Coach Prime in Colorado has sent a notice over to the Denver Post that they ain't even allowed to come through and do any type of work. He also sent a note to CBS with the exact same thing. They can't pull up, they can't come in and do interviews, which is wild. Now, some people are wondering how this went down, if it had something to do with being thin-skinned and being ranked low. No. Full details, for the most part, have already come out. And I've got the guy that broke out the details as to why Coach Prime ain't feeling it with CBS. Our guy Philip Dukes from On 3 pulled back up just to give you guys a story. So make sure y'all sit back, relax, and we're going to let Dukes kind of break down what went down with Coach Prime and why he ain't fooling with dude from the Denver Post, especially why he ain't fooling with CBS. Let's jump into that. All right, we're chopping it up here with Philip Dukes from On 3. Got one last thing I gotta ask you about, man. I just have to. It's an obligation in my life to ask you about this. That CBS stuff with Coach Prime was some of the funniest stuff I had seen, because you could tell that it was rooted in more than just rankings or conversation, right? The people don't need to know the inner workings of it, but you dropped a video with some good detail about it. I have that in the link in the description below for people to check out, because you really kind of broke down more nuanced behind it. Give people a little bit of a preview of kind of what you delve into so they can go over there and check out that video.
Really, man, it was just talking. I just want to make it clear that Coach Prime isn't that thin-skinned. And I thought it was kind of lazy for some people to take the tape and say, oh, well, he's mad about the rankings. It was 100% assumption. And I was like, well, we ain't going to let him go out like that. We're going to say, we're going to at least talk about it. And I wanted to make it clear that it wasn't that. And in order for me to make that clear, I had to give something to say what it may have possibly been. And so I just kind of broke down the words, and I did have some inside information that I didn't, just give up the whole I didn't tell it all. Stephen A. Smith came right behind me. It was just like, yeah, well, this is what Duke said. This is what he meant. Which I thought was funny, man. Shout out to Stephen A., man. But, yeah, man, I think Coach Prime really was just kind of misconstrued on that one. I thought it was important for me just to just kind of set the record straight and towing the line. Like I said, man, in the video, I talked about a conversation that I had the previous week at NABJ with Stephen A. Smith, where he was saying, you got to toe the line between relationships and journalistic integrity. So that's a video where I did try to toe the line. Whereas, yes, I got a great relationship with Coach Brown, and I was privy to some information, but I also had a journalistic responsibility or obligation even for me to put out what really happened. I didn't ask anybody before I put it out. I just put it out. Luckily, Coach Prime ain't call and curse me out. He don't curse, but luckily he didn't call and have no, hey, dog, don't be telling my business, dog. He didn't hit me with that one, man. Don't show that to Coach Prime. He going to be mad, man. That's my dog, though.
No, 100%. And I think it's funny because Prime, he endorsed you right after you dropped that video on X. He basically said, nah, it's the Dukes. He'll tell you, he'll give you the real. And then, of course, a few articles came out where Prime kind of set a little bit of the record straight. I saw one from the New York Post where they talked about it was a potential project and they left him at the altar, abuse of trust. There's a few things in there. But as you said, you knew a little bit, but you were able to at least share and shed some light that, nah, it ain't the thin-skinned, silly mess that y'all think it is. There's real nuance and details behind this, man. So we appreciate you coming to join us. This is Philip Dukes over there at On 3. He's got the 5-star flex at the first official show this week. And you're going to be doing, is that going to be a weekly show? How is that going to be ran?
I'm just doing them, man. Like, I did one. I got another one dropping today. Like, so when they gave me the green, like, it was like, Dukes, we want 30 minutes from here on out. Like, well, don't scare me with a good time. I'm ready. Been ready.
Let's go. Let's go. Welcome to the game. Welcome over there on 3. I know you started at the beginning of the year, man, but we appreciate you pulling up here on Primetime College Football.
No, for sure, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate it so much, big dog.
And so we appreciate you coming to join us. This is Philip Dukes over there at On 3. He's got the 5-star flex. Had the first official show this week, and you're going to be doing – is that going to be a weekly show? How is that going to be ran?
I'm just doing them, man. Like, I did one. I got another one dropping today. Like, so when they gave me the green, like, it was like, Dukes, we want 30 minutes from here on out. Like, boy, don't scare me with a good time. I'm ready. Been ready. Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. Welcome to the game. Welcome over there on 3. I know you started at the beginning of the year, man, but we appreciate you pulling up here on Primetime College Football.
No, for sure, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate it so much, big dog.